Good evening, this is News Mongolia. I'm Solongors in the MNB World studio. For our top stories, Tavan Tolgoi fuel will start operating at full capacity from the next month. Soccer ball made from yak skin is ready for export. For other news, stay tuned. The Ministry of Health reported that 1,298 new COVID-19 cases were confirmed on Tuesday and 4 more people have died.
As of today, 1,298 new cases were confirmed from among the people who took COVID-19 tests nationwide. 1,628 patients recovered within the past 24 hours. Unfortunately, 4 more people died due to COVID-19 complications. 1 case was imported and 318 were confirmed in Ulaanbaatar and the remaining 979 in the provinces. 9,051 COVID-19 patients are being treated at hospitals nationwide. Additionally, about 962,000 patients are being treated at home. Among the 9,051 COVID-19 patients being treated at hospitals nationwide, 5,050 are showing mild symptoms of illness and 183 are in critical condition. Currently, in Mongolia, 2,218,058 people have received their first COVID-19 vaccine dose nationwide, and 2,022,529 people have received a second dose of a vaccine.
The Prime Minister of Mongolia, Oyu Erden, got acquainted with the winter preparations of the Tavan Tolgoi Fuel Company. More than 170,000 households in Gir districts of the capital city need about 600,000 tons of coal briquettes to survive the cold winter. When the western and eastern plants start operating at full capacity, it can produce 180,000 tons of fuel per month. It's also planned to have 1 point of sale per 300 households this winter.
The briquettes are produced only for urban residents. This has led to various issues of diverting the city's fuel needs to the countryside. This issue is still under discussion, as the mayor will pay special attention to this issue and not export briquettes to other areas without proper permission. The fuel is needed to supply heat. The aim is to provide the city's residents with fuel that is in accordance with air pollution reduction standards without losing heat. This issue is being overseen by the Minister of Energy and the government. As of today, the preparation of 2 coal briquette production plants is about 80% complete. Production started today. At the western plant, an average of 1,200 to 1,500 tons of coal briquettes are being prepared daily for production. Today, 6 out of 12 lines at the western plant are operational. Renovation work in the other provinces has not been completed or commissioned. Within this week, renovations will be complete and the plants will be put into operation to produce coal briquettes. In other words, the production capacity of the improved briquettes will increase week by week. The western plant has a production capacity of 3,100 tons of coal briquettes daily.
Last week, vegetable vendors complained that they need designated spots for their seasonal selling. Several vendors were dismissed by police officials. However, now they are officially allowed to resume outdoor selling. At this time of the year, farmers from all corners of the country harvest their vegetables, and mass trade and selling are organized in the capital city. Last week, vegetable vendors started coming to the city and selling their vegetables. But due to the lack of proper organizing, some were confronted by police officials. Since Friday, this issue has been resolved after discussion between city officials and representatives of the vegetable vendors.
I understand that the vegetable vendors are incurring lots of costs for growing vegetables, storing, transporting and selling. The vegetables arrive at the market via many steps. The marketplace is their final point, therefore every district administration must refine the organization of public selling and buying.
District administrators received orders to exempt taxes for vegetable vendors and provide them with selling locations. At this point, parking lots and outside areas of markets have been turned into vegetable selling spots. Farmers coming from the countryside must direct their requests to the district administrations. A soccer ball made from Mongolian yak skin is now ready for export. The initiative was taken by a soccer coach back in 2015, and herders are playing a major role. In 2015, soccer coach Dur Surung from Suhuatar province initiated an idea of making soccer balls from yak skin. Now, 6 years later, soccer balls have taken shape and production lines are ready for them to be sold on local and international markets. The initiative also became possible thanks to the Responsible Nomad project that has been run by Swiss Agency for Development and Cooperation. Through the project, the system for identifying the origin of animal raw materials have developed. Now it allows Mongolian animal products to be sold on the international market.
These tags are providing information about where the raw material came from and how these balls were made. For instance, if we scan the barcode on the ball, it informs us that the yak skin used for this ball came from pasture land called Khukbilchir in Hoft province.
The process of making this soccer ball has become the joint collaboration between herders, manufacturers, and craftsmen. Herders are happy to hear that the raw material they supplied is turned into a valuable product that can be introduced to the world market.
Traditionally, yak skin is used for making everyday kinds of tools, including horse tack and equipment. Now it is being turned into a soccer ball and other leather accessories. It's our exciting joint achievement to introduce this animal product to the world.
According to 2019 statistics, there were around 1 million yaks in Mongolia. Yak skin is relatively thick due to its adaptation to a cold environment. For the first time, Mongolian craftsmen are now using yak skin for making soccer balls. Now let's take a look at the currency exchange rates provided by Mongol Bank. Thank you for staying with us on MNB World. Now let's take a look at Mongolia's current affairs.
On August 14th, a ceremony took place to inaugurate the Zamyot Free Economic Zone. As part of the project on infrastructure improvement in the Zamyot Free Economic Zone, projects were completed on 48 hectares with a soft loan of China. The establishment of water supply sewerage, a power plant, as well as roads and communication infrastructure. A favorable regulatory framework will enable increase in exports and imports, development of factories, the creation of new sectors of trade and development and employment, a boost in tourism and transit and logistics activities, as well as bringing new technologies, trade facilities, and regional development to the economic zone. For instance, GDP is expected to grow by about 10% over the years 2022 to 2034, and the number of employment opportunities will increase by 15,000 by 2030 and 80,000 by 2034. During the ceremony, Deputy Prime Minister Ramasakh noted although the decision to establish this free zone was initially adopted in 2004, there haven't any substantial construction projects. Therefore, we are working to settle all the obstacles in establishing the free economic zone and intensify its activities. He also emphasized that a bill was formulated to amend the law on free zones with the aim of improving related state policies and improving the legal environment. The bill is expected to be considered and approved during the autumn session of Parliament this year. The Free Economic Zone is believed to serve as a bridge among Mongolia, China, and Eurasia. According to the master plan for the Zamyot Free Economic Zone, 68 investors have been selected to operate activities on an area of 101 hectares, of which 7 are dedicated to tourism, 47 hectares for manufacturing, 20 hectares for trade and services, 25 hectares for warehousing and logistics, and 1.4 hectares for gas stations. At its regular meeting dated August 11th, the cabinet decided to expand the school lunch program and increase its daily cost per child to 1,500 MNT from September 1st, 2021. In addition, it was decided to set the daily cost of the school lunch per student of 6th to 9th grade at 1,800 MNT from September 1st, 2022. It creates an opportunity to provide students with healthy and nutritious foods that fit their physical and age characteristics. Furthermore, relevant ministers were instructed to approve the positions of nutritionists who will be in charge of monitoring the quality of school food manufacturing and services as well as providing management methodology. The implementation of the school lunch program will address many social issues. According to a survey, the children's interest to attend classes has improved thanks to the lunch program. The government therefore has moved to raise the interest of children's attendance in schools and provide nutritious food to school children forward by the one step.
Now let's take a look at the weather forecast for the world's major cities. This is it for today. Thank you for staying with us. We'll see you tomorrow with more news and updates. Have a nice evening. Goodbye.